Hey my friends, how's it going? It's Ultimus with more arenas, still with my friend on his Frost Death Knight with my Fury Warrior. All things considered, I probably could be playing arms right now, but Fury just feels a lot safer for twos still. Overall, just better single target damage and just a little more survivability, which is nice. I digress though. Up against an Assassination Rogue and Discipline Priest. Now, the big goal is to, of course, sit Priest, as you'll see over in the chat box, while trying to mitigate as much of the damage from the Rogue as possible. And luckily it works out. Again, so having two melees sitting on you as a caster is not an easy thing to survive. Let's be real here. Especially a Frost Death Knight and a Fury Warrior. That's a hard thing to come out on top of. So, I don't know if that was necessarily any show of any type of skill other than sitting on a healer, but it worked out quite nicely. And a lot of times, just having the better plays and just comp advantage does work out, and that's half the game, I think, so I don't feel too bad about it. This time around, up against Affliction Warlock and another Discipline Priest. Now, look at this cheeky little bugger. Thinks he's cool hanging up there at the top, healing, and then he gets pushed out by that stinking waterfall thing from the sewer. Hate when stuff like that happens. Hate it. So we're going to try to just jump on top of him and make them regret sitting up there trying to cheeseball the game. So trying to put as much damage into the Priest as possible. Cooldowns have been going for a while now, while keeping an eye on the Warlock. I'm taking so much damage, I feel like. Just because I don't really have a whole lot I can do. It's not like I have an anti-magic shield or anything. And as you can see, I'm going to come right out and just, boom, right out of that fear. Had nothing else I could do for it. Every other defensive was popped. I didn't even have time to get into defensive stance. So, unfortunately, I get to sit the rest of this match out. But it's okay because I get to watch my buddy go to town on his Death Knight. Trying to bring a little moral support there in the chat box. I always like watching people play, though. As silly as that is, like, I think it's, again, why I enjoyed so many people's YouTube channels and still check in and tune into streams and things like that, because I like watching other people play their classes, because it helps me, first off, learn the class, to how to fight against them, and then it also lets me see kind of what it's like to play that class, so it helps me give me some perspective on whether I want to, like, have it as an ult or not. So it's always a pleasure. It's the only downside, or only upside, I should say, to dying in an arena match and letting your buddy polish it off for you is you get to watch them play. So this time around, up against a Feral Druid Frost Death Knight. Why the Death Knight is named Chaos Bolt, I do not know. I don't know why the Druid popped out of stealth either, but that makes our life a whole lot easier. Charge stun into the Shockwave. There's defensive stance for a bit. We're just going to go ham. Cooldowns are going. There's the Shockwave, or the Siegebreaker, pulling back in with the Death Grip. I absolutely love that combo. And the Druid just folds. He just falls apart. That, I think, is one of my favorite reasons to play with a Frost Death Knight or a Death Knight in general, is because after the Siegebreaker, usually they're keen on just gripping them right back in, so I don't even have to waste the charge. It's pretty great. I love it. Love it. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'll catch you next time.